It was a quiet afternoon. On an old, cracked bench sat a young man, weary and defeated, his thoughts heavy with despair. His clothes were tattered, and his tired eyes reflected a deep exhaustion that seemed to weigh on his very soul. What am I supposed to do now? He wondered bitterly. Why wasn't I born into a rich family? No matter how hard I work or how much effort I put in, I can never save a single rupee. Money just slips away like sand through my fingers. Food, rent, medicine, everything costs more each day. It's destroying me. Someone please. Tell me what I should do. With a sigh, he reached into his pocket and pulled out his final 100 rupee note. Clutching it tightly, he glared at it in frustration. "Hey, you!" he shouted. "You ungrateful traitor! I work day and night to bring you home, yet you never stay with me. You always run off. To the landlord, to the shopkeeper, even to the traffic police. Why? Why do you always leave me? You love rich people, don't you? You flow toward them like a river, but when it comes to me, you vanish without a trace. What do poor people like me ever do to make you hate us so much?" Tears welled up in his eyes as he looked at the note. His voice softened. "Tell me, what can I do to make you stay? To help you grow with me? Why won't you answer me? Speak to me." For a long moment, there was only silence. Then, suddenly, a faint whisper broke through the still air. "Desh." "Hey, Desh." Startled, he looked around, his heart pounding. "Who's there? Who said that?" The voice came again, but this time it seemed to come from his own hand. "I'm right here, Desh," it said. "It's me, your 100 rupee note." Desh froze, staring in shock. "What? You can talk?" "Yes," the note replied calmly. "And I've been trying to speak to you for so long, but you never listen. You keep blaming me, but I'm not the reason for your troubles, Desh." "You are." Desh frowned in confusion. "Me? What did I do?" The note's voice softened. "I always come to you. You work so hard to earn me every single day, but you never make me work for you. You just spend me on rent, food, bills without a thought. You never try to make me grow. You work for me, Desh, but if you learn to make me work for you, your life will change forever." Desh's eyes filled with tears, his heartbeat quickening. "Can you really work for me?" he whispered. "Yes," said the note, "but only if you believe. Take me and do exactly as I say." Desh nodded silently. Then, with renewed determination, he rose from the bench and began walking toward the nearby market. With the 100 rupees still in his hand, Desh decided to put it to use. He bought a few colorful balloons from a street vendor. The sun beat down harshly, yet he didn't stop. He walked to the children's park and began calling out to the kids, offering them the bright balloons. Within minutes, every single one was gone. When he counted his earnings, his eyes widened. 500 rupees. A laugh escaped his lips as he looked at the small pile of notes. "5 of you now, huh? So you really do multiply." And in that moment, it almost felt as though the money whispered back, "Yes, Desh, keep us working." Motivated by that thought, Desh took his 500 rupees and bought more balloons. This time, he went to a different place, a spot that filled with children every evening. By sunset, his 500 had turned into 5,000 rupees. For the first time in years, a genuine smile spread across his face, not just on his lips, but deep within his heart. Hugging the money close, he whispered, "You were right. You really do grow when used with sense." From that day on, Desh never looked back. He invested in a small balloon inflating machine and later hired 3 people to work with him. Desh handled the supply, while his team sold the balloons in different parts of the city. They shared the profits fairly. Each day, Desh earned a decent amount, saving some, investing some, and always thinking ahead. Months rolled by. His savings grew enough for him to buy a modest new home. He bought his wife a sewing machine, knowing how skilled she was with a needle. Soon, she began teaching sewing to poor women in the neighborhood for a small fee. In the evenings, Desh started another small business, selling artificial jewelry at the local market. Slowly, money began flowing to him from every direction. Through hard work, creativity, and persistence, he built not just a living, but a life of purpose. He employed others, guided young boys to open their own stalls, and never forgot the day a 100 rupee note had taught him how to think differently. The same man who once sat crying on a broken bench had become a symbol of hope. Each night, when Desh looked at his earnings, he smiled softly and said, "You were right, my friend. You do speak. But now I finally know how to listen. This story," he often said, "isn't about money having a voice. It's about how we see the world." We often curse our luck, our situation, or those around us. But real change begins only when our mindset shifts. Every one of us carries a 100-rupee note in life, a small opportunity, a hidden skill, a simple idea. Some waste it without thought. Others use it to grow. Money doesn't expand through chance. It grows through wisdom. So, the next time you hold a 100-rupee note, ask yourself, will I just spend this, or will I make it speak for me?